One Ultra Pro Pot Wonder, every little meal he makes. Hello everyone, I'm Tupperware Pete. G'day, g'day. Yes, the Ultra Pro, I'm going to make something in the Ultra Pro, and it really is a one-pot wonder. These are the different sizes that are currently available in the Ultra Pro. What it is it's a blend of polymers, so it's a polymeric blend that can go into the freezer, into the microwave, it'll go into the gas oven, the electric oven, the wood oven. It will even go into your Weber barbecue, so long as you keep the temperature below 250 and it's 5 centimeters away from the heat source. These have been used in a Weber barbecue and in a wood oven, all right? They're brilliant, right? You can, whether you're doing them as the base, whether you're doing them as the top. Did you see that video I did? I did 4 different cooking meals, and I did one meal in there, I did another meal in this one, I popped the top on there and did another meal, and then I did the top on here and I did another meal in there. Scroll around, you'll find the pictures and the videos. It's really simple. I'm going to, at the moment, I'm not going to use that one. I am going to use this one, and I'm not going to use these ones, but I will talk about those once we pop it into the microwave, all right? So, there's our Tupperware Ultra Pro. It tells you on the bottom, 3.5 litres. This will go minus 25 or minus 13 Fahrenheit, and it's 250 Celsius or 482 Fahrenheit. So, like, you don't really cook anything higher than that, though, do you? Right? So you've got that one into there. You've got the cover, which is 800 mils or 3¼ cups, all right? Now, can you see here? See, you've got a little hole over here, you've got a hole over here, you've got a hole over here, and there's a little indent hole over there, right? What that does is, when the cover is sitting on the top, the steam doesn't go where your hands are, it goes on the corners. So it's a lot safer in design, all right? So anyway, I digress, right? We're going to use a tin of tomato soup, condensed tomato soup that I've got in here. This is the Tupperware can opener, all right? This will not leave any sharp edges on the top or the bottom because it doesn't actually cut. What it does is release the seal, all right? Now, normally, there's always someone that goes, don't you just pull the ring pull? Well, you can pull the ring pull, but it's still going to leave a sharp edge both on the top and on the bottom. And sometimes you have a ring pull that's broken. You still need a can opener anyway. This will go straight over to the top of the ring pull. You just open up your arms, you close up the arms, and then you know you've got it all on properly because it lifts the whole thing up. Whether you're right-handed or whether you're left-handed, just do it in a clockwise direction until you hear that click, and then you can go back a 1/4 of a turn, open up the arms, grab this little beak, and then you hook the beak over the can, close up the arms, one hand on the can, and this has never touched any food, so there's no need to ever wash it. This is allergic to water, right? So you just go over to the sink or over to the bin, open up the arms, that goes into there, and you can just wipe that down if you want to, but that just goes straight back into the drawer, right? Exactly the same when you do the second can. All right, we're just going to do a full 360. Now, if you know people that have dexterity issues with this, all you have to do is just grab your spoon and just pop that through there, and then you can just turn that around, and that's going to open up your can for you. How easy is that, right? So we'll just pop that back up into there. Open up the can, grab that beak, pop that over there, and now can you see? That's never touched any food whatsoever. There's no need to wash it. It's never gotten dirty, right? So, no sharp edges, and no sharp edges on that one either. How cool is that, right? So we've got one tin of soup into there. We've got another tin of soup into there. We have also got... Remember I prepped up my veggies a couple of weeks ago with the Tupperware Super Dicer, and I'll show you in a minute. I've got some onion and some garlic I'll pop through there. This in here, this is a little bit of turnip. So let's throw in a handful of turnip into there, maybe a couple of handfuls of turnip into there, right? This is the Tupperware Vent Smart containers. These will literally make your fruits and veggies last 3 to 5 times longer than just sitting in a plastic bag at the bottom of your fridge, right? Really easy. We have got, what's in here? I don't know what's in here. Oh, zucchini. I just popped some zucchini through there. Let's throw the rest of that zucchini into there. We'll pop that into the sink. And then we've got Oh yeah, this is some Swede or a rutabaga, depending on which part of the world you live in, right? So we'll throw the rest of that into there, right? How awesome is that? We have got, what's in here? Oh, some daikon radish. Let's throw some daikon radish into there. How awesome is that going to be, right? Just a couple of handfuls of that into there. And I've got, oh, in here, this is the Tupperware silicone. Now, you can get there's 4 different sizes of the standalone silicone bags, and then you've got the slimline silicone bags as well, right? This is a patented, award-winning product. It's liquid tight and airtight. It will go into the freezer, the microwave, it'll go into a sous vide on the stovetop, and it will go into the oven as well. With these little teeth here, right? That's what makes it liquid tight as well as airtight. So when you want to unseal it, you just... unseal it, and there's your bacon, your frozen bacon. All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to, can you see what I'm doing here? Let's throw in, oh, I don't know, some of that frozen bacon, and we'll pop that into the fridge to defrost. This is frozen straight from the freezer. We'll pop that straight in, seal it back up. If you want it to be like a vacuum seal, just express the air out of there. Make sure that that's all. And that's like a little vacuum seal. I'm going to pop that into the fridge, and we might save that for a quiche. We might do a quiche, or we might even do a frittata over the weekend. Wouldn't that be nice for a nice little brunch, a nice little frittata? Now, this is the Super Dicer. It comes with the large dice blade attachment. You've got the small dice blade attachment, and you've got this blade attachment. It's like your julienne or your little matchsticks, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pop in here. Let me show you. See this? You pop that into there, you slide that in, and then you just lock it into place, all right? And all I'm going to do is grab, I've got 6 or 7 cloves of garlic. I live alone. I can. We'll just slice that straight through there. I've got an onion that's half I think I'm using white onions. We'll just pop that straight through there, and we'll pop this other half an onion straight through there. No more tears. Thank you very much. There's our diced onion and our garlic. Let's pop that straight into here. How easy is this, right? Too easy, right? What we might do is, I've just, oh, got a little bit of onion on the bench. What we might do here is, I've got some carrots. Actually, incidentally, just let me show you. In here, I've got carrots and mushrooms. These mushrooms have been in here for about 2 weeks, maybe longer. And there's nothing wrong with them. These carrots will last in here for about 8, 10, 12 weeks, right? Really easy. There will be condensation that will happen in here because this is like a fridge within a fridge, right? So the condensation will drain down to the bottom to these deep-footed channels. That's where the condensation lies. So your fruits and veggies, they're raised up above there. And basically, if the fruits, look how many fruits and veggies are in there, right? If the fruits and veggies are in the same box, you can keep them in the same container because they have the same breathing requirement or the same airflow requirement. It's like a little dolphin blowhole that you have up the top, right? And that's what helps make it last 3 to 5 times longer than just sitting in your crisper, right? So we've got those. We've got some carrot. All I'm going to do is, I'm not peeling. I don't peel my carrot. All the nutrients is in the skin. So we're just going to pop that straight through there. Let's do another one. We'll just pop that straight in. I love doing veggies in this. It makes life so much easier, right? And there's our diced carrot. We'll just pop that straight into here, right? Now, remember I said I was going to do some chicken. Just let me pop to the fridge. I forgot to take it out. So we've just got your chicken. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Did you know you can take your Tupperware Clear mates straight to the supermarket, to the deli, to the butcher, and you can just say, see those chicken thigh fillets that are on special this week? Thank you very much. These were a good price, and I thought, oh, let's get a kilo of chicken thigh fillets. So I just went, a kilo of chicken thigh fillets, please. They pop them on the scale, zero out the weight. You pop in your meat or whatever, and if you are going through like a supermarket, just get them to pop the sticker on the top or the bottom, wherever you feel comfortable with, and then you just scan that through the checkout. Or if you're at the butcher or the deli, then that's easy enough to do. Then they just charge you whatever it is, right? How easy is that? I've got my chicken thigh fillets, which I'm not going to cut I'm not going to do anything with them, right? I'm just going to... Remember, this is a one Ultra Pro pot wonder. Every little meal he makes. Incidentally, when you are keeping a protein in the Tupperware Clear, mates, don't express the air. So you know how if you've got, let's say you've got beetroot or something in here, you want it to be liquid tight, express the air out of there. Or if you you want to keep all of your important documents in here, if you're going through a flood, just seal the air out of there. Now that will float and you won't get any water that'll go into there because it's a liquid tight and airtight seal, right? So how easy is that? We'll pop that into the sink just to give that a bit of a wash through. We'll grab a Tupperware spoon. And we will just quickly fold that through. We'll mix that through. Now that's had 2 tins of soup in there, condensed soup, and that's just veggies basically. So this is all it is, veggies, bacon, chicken thigh fillets. We've got some, we're just going to mix that through. I am going to pop in about a tin of extra water. There's a tin of extra water that we're going to pop straight into there. And, can you see what I'm doing? And in here, in our Tupperware UltraClear, these are great for anybody that's got dexterity issues with their hands. It's grab the tab, peel the seal, and you're in, right? And that's a proper airtight Tupperware seal. The top is flared here, and the bottom has been reinforced. And so all I'm going to do is... about half a tin of pasta, and that's your Tupperware UltraClear. I'm loving these. Aren't they stylish? I'm thinking of doing my pantry out in them. I'm not quite sure. I've got a couple of shelves of UltraClear, a couple of shelves of Modular Mates, and a couple of shelves of the One Touch Fresh. And I think every one of them has their own place in the pantry. So they're awesome for your UltraClear. Can you see what I'm doing here? Let's just wash this straight through. Wash it. Mix it straight through. Yeah, and we will, while we're here, let's just throw in some mixed herbs in my Tupperware spice containers. We'll throw in some mixed herbs into there. Let's throw in some sweet paprika, just to sweeten the deal a little bit, all right? Then we've got, in my other UltraClear, I've got some rock salt. A healthy kick now, rock salt. We've got some rock salt straight into there, and... in my Tupperware silicone bag, in the freezer, I've got sage. I've just got some sage leaves that I've just frozen, right? So all I'm going to do is just tear off. That's going to blend beautifully with that tomato. We will just, if I had basil, I'd probably throw some basil in, but I don't. I've got sage, so we're going to use some sage, all right? So we'll just tear that up, throw that into there, grab our spoon. We will just mix that through. Now, instead of popping this into the oven for an hour, remember, the UltraPro does tandem cooking. So, we're going to cover this. We're going to pop this straight into here. And we're going to pop it in for 10 minutes, right? Now, by tandem cooking, what I mean is you start it off into the microwave and then you finish it off in the oven. So if it's normally an hour recipe in the oven, you halve that time, so you're left with 30 minutes. A third of that goes into the microwave and the remaining 2/3 go into the oven. So if it's an hour recipe, it's 10 minutes in the microwave, 20 minutes in the oven. If it's a half an hour recipe, you halve it, you're left with 15. It's 5 minutes in the microwave, 10 minutes in the oven. Do you get the idea? Let's say we're doing a 2 kilo piece of meat. There is a meat rule. You find out how heavy your meat is. You remove the decimal point. So if it's a 1.8 kilo piece of meat, remove the decimal point, you've got 18. That's how long you pop it into the microwave for 18 minutes. Then you pull it out, you double the length of time, and that goes into the other oven for twice as long as what it was in the microwave for. So for 36 minutes. So your oven's on for 36 minutes instead of an hour and a half, right? If it's a 2-hour recipe, you halve that time, you're left with an hour. A third of that is in the microwave, and the remaining 2/3 is in the oven. So if it's a 2-hour recipe, halve it, you're left with an hour. 20 minutes in the microwave, 40 minutes in the oven. Your oven's on for 40 minutes instead of 2 hours, which means you can do a 2 kilo piece of meat midweek. Start cooking at 6 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, your roast and veggies are all done, all at the same time, because you can. Meat down the bottom, veggies up the top, really easy. If that's too small for your household, there is the same principle with the lasagna dish. This is the potato baked lasagna dish, lamb shank casserole container, right? So you put your potato bake, your lasagna, your whatever it is down the bottom. If you want to cover that and make it like an oven bag, you can definitely do that. If you want to just use the cover as your nachos container or nuggets and chips or fish fingers and french fries, you can do that as well. Or you might want to do your lasagna down the bottom and do your apple crumble up the top. How easy is that? Or with the larger one, you might want to even do like one massive turkey or a goose, or you might want to do 2 large chooks, or you might want to do 3 medium chickens. Pop your potatoes and pumpkin down beneath and let the juices of the meat fall onto those veggies. You can cover that if you want to cover it, or you can uncover it, or you can have that on one shelf, have your pudding on the top shelf, or your veggies on the top shelf, or you can, if you've only got one shelf, just do that, not a problem. If you want to cook more than 2 dishes on the one oven shelf, then look at this. You've got that one. You've got that one. So now down here you've got 2 chickens, or like this massive leg of lamb, or whatever it is that you want to eat, right? Then on this one you've got your veggies. Now you've got your peach cobbler up the top. It's a stacked cooking system for your oven. You still only used 1 oven shelf, and there's your meat, your veggies, and your dessert all in the one on the one oven shelf, right? When it comes time for doing your gravy, right, you take that off. You've got your oven veggies in there, right? When it comes time for doing your gravy, you just drain that juice straight off into your 1 litre micro cook pitcher, right? You know your saucepan that goes into the microwave? You drain that off straight into there, right? What I do is, depending on how much liquid I've got, I might add in a couple of potatoes to thicken it up instead of corn flour. You might want to use corn flour. Just give that a bit of a whisk. Oh, the whisk. Whisk that up. 30 seconds in the microwave, pull it out, whisk it up, another 30 seconds in the microwave. There's your gravy done. So that's why midweek you can do a 2 kilo piece of meat, start cooking at 6 o'clock, at 7:05 or 7 o'clock, let the meat rest for 5 or 10 minutes. 7:05, 7:10, you're sitting down eating a full-on roast with veggies and all the trimmings, and you can do that midweek. You don't have to wait for a Sunday afternoon to get the family together to do a Sunday roast. How awesome is that? When you've got anything left over, what you do is you grab the Crystal Wave divided containers, right? And you've got your TV dinner for the next couple of days, right? So you've got your veggies and your meat with your pudding, or you might want to have a lot of pudding with your meat and your veggies into there. Stick that into the refrigerator. When it comes time for cooking in a few days' time, you don't feel like cooking, go, that's right, we've got leftover roast and veggies with apple crumble in here. Pop the vent open, pop that into the microwave oven, up to 500 watts to reheat your food. Then you grab the tab, you peel the seal, you can eat straight out of that. That is a gentle hand wash, or pop it into the dishwasher when you're done. If that is too large for you, sometimes, like, you can have this as dinner for 1, depending on your healthy appetite. Have that as a dinner for 1 or dinner for 2, or there is a smaller version, and you can get that as like a small bowl portion control, right? Now, there is the whole set comes with 9 of these. You've got large dividers, small dividers, and you've also got some of the ones that don't come with the divider. All right, so that is the whole set into there, all right? Now, this has got 4 minutes left. What happens is when that's done, I'm going to pull that straight out. I'm going to pop it into the electric oven to finish. I'm going to uncover it once it goes into the electric oven. I'm then going to grab some Parmesan cheese. I'm going to get some Parmesan cheese in my Clearmates container. I've got my Tupperware mini grater. I'm going to grate over some Parmesan cheese over the top and let that melt in, and it's going to be delicious. That's going to be my chicken, my bacon, my veggies, my tomato soup, herbs, pasta, and I'm going to top it off with some Parmesan cheese, and it's going to be delicious. Whatever I've got left over, I can also pop aside, and I can pop them into the fridge, and I can have lunches and dinners over the next few days. How easy is that, right? If you've got any questions or suggestions, please let me know. I'm more than happy to help. And in the meantime, you know what you need to do? Forget your troubles and get happy. Dance your cares away. Shout out and get happy. I'll cook for you another day. Thank you all for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.